Hi, my name is Kgadi the Possibilitarian from the Possibilitarian Playground, where we are saying, I refuse to conform to or settle for mediocrity. Today, I would like to give you a very odd and unpopular advice, and that is to say, I need you to strive to die empty and not wealthy. You got that right. Die empty and not wealthy. And I know to a typical person that is a very strange advice that we ever receive because everyone is talking about leaving a legacy. Everyone is talking about building an empire. But I believe that you would understand why I'm encouraging you to die empty and not wealthy and end of at all. I would like to start by telling you something that is actually the root cause or the cornerstone of my talk or my speaking journey. My speaking journey has started from the beliefs that I have about people, that I have about you. And as Kgadi the Possibilitarian, I believe that you are important. You understand me? I believe you are important, not anybody else, but you. Not Kgadi. Kgadi, yes, is important, but you are important. As much as the society needs Kgadi, the society also needs you. You know why? Because there is no one who can ever be youer than you. There is no one who can ever make the great job of being you. From this imperfect society, this imperfect world also needs you to make it perfect. Without you, do you know that without you, this world will not be as it is right now? So you are important, and I need you to believe it. I need you to know it. I need you to understand it and to say it that you are important. These beliefs that I have about you, these are the things that people will seldom tell you, or the things that you can, maybe you don't even believe yourself to say that you're important. But I want to tell you, I want to remind you actually that you're important. You need to know that. And stop settling. When I started, I say, I refuse to conform to or settle for mediocrity. And that is something that you have to put at the back of your mind. And that you will actually convince you that you are important. You will know it that you're important. So by knowing that you're important, you will not settle for less. You'll have your own standards because you are important. You have to know that you are you. And there is no one who ever be youer than you. You got that? The second belief that I have about you is that you have infinite greatness within you. Oftentimes we actually believe that we have some sort of excuses to do some stuff, to achieve some dreams, because of a lot of noise that we have from other people that tell us that such dreams are not for people like you. Those dreams are so big. How will they fit in a small body like yours? Those kind of things. And sometimes we tend to believe those kind of noise. I want to tell you that people's opinions about your life doesn't have to become your reality. If people tell you that you cannot do that kind of thing, whatever dream that you want to achieve, if they say you can't achieve it, you have to listen to you. Listen to the truth about you, that you have infinite greatness within you. That people say that if you can dream it, you can make it come true. And I want to tell you that if the dream that you're having right now was not possible, that nature wouldn't have incited you to have it. You wouldn't have dreamt about that particular thing that you have right now that you want to achieve if it was not possible. You have to believe it for yourself that you have infinite greatness within you, that you can do whatever it takes, that no matter how bad it is or how tough it gets, you're going to make it because you have infinite greatness within you. Meaning whatever dream that you have within you, you're capable of doing it. It's just a matter of you ensuring yourself to say, I can do this because I know that I'm important and I have infinite greatness within me. Last but not least, belief that I have about you is that you deserve all great things that life has to offer you. Yes, you deserve them. all these great things. There are no certain group of people or certain families that have been given the right to have great things, to have awesome things, to own those fancy stuff. You also deserve those fancy stuff. And it reminds me of the belief that I had as a kid. I remember when I was still in primary school. Actually, when I started school, I started school when I was 7 years old, whereby my peers started maybe 3 years before then. Why? Because my family couldn't afford to 80 rand school fees. I didn't go to preschool, crèche, and all that stuff. I started with grade 1. I was 7 years old. I was old, already old. But you know what? I remember one day, I was still off school. My peers was going to school. I attended school, and we were fetching water in this house next to the primary school where my peers attended. And I would stand by the fence, and I would see my peers, playing around in the schoolyard. And wow, it was amazing, and I loved it. And you know what? During, the school bell would ring, and I would watch them running to their respective classes, and I would stand there laughing. And you know what was running in my mind? I thought that was normal. That was normal to a typical kid like me, to a poor child. Those were the things that were deserved by poor people. I thought that was normal. I thought they deserve, because their families are working, they have money and all that. I thought that they deserved that. And hardly because no one in her family is working deserved to be out of school, deserved to have nothing, deserved to go for weeks without eating any meal, to only drink water. I thought that was normal. I thought they had a right to have those kind of things. And guess what? I was wrong. But then, I didn't know that I deserved all great things that life has to offer me. At the time, I thought from a place of scarcity and not a place of abundance. So now, I want to encourage you, because I've learned from that. I'm no longer, selling myself short, settling for less because I'm poor. There's no poor. Poverty is just a mindset. As far as I know that I deserve all great things that life has to offer me. And guess what? You too deserve that. Yes, right now you might be, going for weeks like me, having nothing to eat, or maybe waking up to borobeka meat as your breakfast. It's fine, it's cool. But what matters is that you know that you are important, you have infinite greatness within you, and you deserve all great things that life has to offer you. And this is your duty. Someone said that it is not your fault that you were born poor, but it will be entirely your fault if you die poor. So, knowing that you're important, that you have infinite greatness within you, and that you deserve all great things that life has to offer you, it is now your responsibility to make a difference, to claim that you are important, to claim that you have infinite greatness within you, and to claim that you deserve all great things that life has to offer you, and achieve whatever dream that you have, because you deserve it. Like I said, if that dream that you have was not possible, nature wouldn't have incited you to have it. That was my first point about the directing you on how to die empty and not wealthy. By first knowing the 3 beliefs that I have about you, and that is, you are important. You have infinite greatness within you, and you deserve all great things that life has to offer you. Moving along, someone once said that the richest place on earth is not in Dubai or the places with mines, but the graveyard. And I believe that. Honestly, I believe that. I told you that you are important, and by saying you are important, I meant that you are unique. There is no one who can be youer than you. There is no one who can make a great job of being you than you. So, by saying so, it means that you're not an accident. It means that when you came on earth, you came with a set of skills, talents, gifts that no one have but you. Did you know that no one can speak like you do? No one can speak like the way Kgadi speaks right now. No one can do it exactly like I do it. There are lots and lots of speakers, but no one is Kgadi the Possibilitarian. I'm the only Kgadi the Possibilitarian. I can do this thing like this. There is someone who can say the same message, but not exactly like me. You understand me? There is no one who can play piano like you do. There is no one who can sing like you do. Some of you at church, they already know that this type of hymn, only Kgadi can sing it. Only Kgadi can lead it. Only you can lead it. Only you can play the guitar. Only you can play that piano. You know? Admit you. There is no one who can ever be Kgadi. You can never be Kgadi. I can never be you. And you have to own it. You have to embrace who you are. Love who you are. And take pride in that. Be proud of who you are. Because no one can smile the way you smile. No one can laugh the way you laugh. No one can cry the way you cry. You are you. You are important. And that took me to the second point about the richest place on earth being the graveyard. Because there lies great talent. Potentials that were never unleashed. Dreams that were never fulfilled. Books never written. Songs never composed or released. Yes. You being you. Coming on earth with this talent. Maybe right now you want to venture into business. You want to start singing. You want to start going to art school. You want to go to art school. You want to do certain stuff, but you are scared. You are afraid. You don't trust yourself. You don't believe yourself. And no one knows when one is going to die. Imagine if right now Kgadi wanted to start, speaking to you, wanted to write books, wanted to venture into business, and Kgadi right now is thinking about those stuff today, right? And Kgadi is scared, he's afraid. What will people say? What if Kgadi is scared of the unknown, fear of failure, and all those kind of stuff, and Kgadi dies today? Guess what? I will go to the graveyard with all those dreams, and the graveyard will be rich. So I don't want you to enrich the graveyards. I want you to get out of there, to take them out there, if you have a business idea right now, work on it. If you have something that you want to achieve, work on it, because you don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know when you're gonna go 6 feet under. So you better work on whatever dream that you're having right now. Challenge the odds. That was the second point about the richest place on earth not being Dubai or the places with money, but the graveyards. And I hate it. I hate it. I want the graveyards to be poor, to be only filled with flesh and not dreams that were never fulfilled because of fear or because of some unknown reasons of excuses. Excuses such as, I'm too young, I'm too old, some people are just lucky, I'm just poor. Those are just excuses. Moving forward to point 3, that is to die empty and not wealthy. I told you that the richest place is the graveyard, right? And the only way to make the graveyard to be empty or to be poor is by living up to your fullest potential, to unleash your full potential. And that is, if today you are thinking of starting a theater group or an NGO or whatsoever that you want to do right now, you better do it now. Now is the right time to do it. Because you might die tonight. And guess what? If you die tonight without doing those things that you want to do, that you already know that you are in your heart that you were meant to do, or whoever that you know in your heart that you were meant to be, and you're not that person, you are living to please and impress people, guess what? You'll be one of the people that increase the wealthiness of the graveyard. And to die empty simply means, when you die, when people talk about you, they would say, Kgadi passed on very young, but she left a legacy that will live for the next 1,000 years. Kgadi lived a legacy of intangible things. It's not only the mansion, the cars, the fat checks, Those kind of things that people can pinpoint. But she touched lives. She did some stuffs. She saved lives. What matters is the memory that you leave behind. What will people say when you're gone? And that should start with you writing your own obituary, or writing the words or the text that you want to be written on your tombstone. With me, I think what will be written is, here lies a people investor, a possibilitarian, a nation builder, a philanthropist, a speaker, a shoulder to cry on, a blessing to all. Because I have found my mission and purpose in life, and that is to invest in you, is to add value in your life. My voice is a voice with purpose. And I believe that I will not die wealthy. Each and every day of my life, I strive to make sure that I do not let any dream of mine or goal of mine to lie dormant. I want to make sure that each and every day, whatever that I do, utilizes my talent, skills, and everything that I want to achieve at the end of the year. So with you, I want you to stop existing and start living. Because people that exist are normally people that actually will enrich the graveyards. But people that live are people that will die empty and not wealthy. I believe that you understood my point, my advice, and I believe that you're going to take it. I believe that today you're going to make a decision to never ever ever think of dying wealthy, but think of dying empty. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, peace be unto you.